Hello. Hello, Danny. I was just getting things set up. And doing the obligatory tweet. The tweet. I am crunchy. I am very crunchy. Also, look what I got. I can't. Okay. I got the chance. I was meant to get more masks because I'm now finally running out. But I went in going, I'm gonna get masks, and they came out with cheddars and a fucking box of matches. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how my brain kind of miscommunicated to itself. I mean, one of these begins with an M. I'm doing okay. I had a migraine yesterday. I'm still getting over my cold. It's not as bad today. I think a lot of it's been, like, a lot of the recovery has been to spending most of my time in bed. I had the soup. I did have the soup. The soupity soup. Also, my flat is such a mess because there's the pizza boxes and the McDonald's and the Taka. I don't have any of my blankets over here. I have betrayed myself. Yes, it is still there because we never tidied. Did you expect an ill me who was like wrapped up in bed to tidy it as soon as you left? So, yeah, that was a thing. that is a thing, not was. And also, like, the BTS album came out the day before my... Not the day, the Friday before my last stream. God, feels so long ago. So I have a playlist that is just that album that I've been listening to. And I have a one-to-one session with my seminar leader for one of my assignments tomorrow, because let's just say he's a little concerned that my deadline is on Monday and I only have 353 words out of 2,500 done. So, it's your local fuck up. Wait. Hey. Look at this dude. This motherfucker. Where are you? You're not there. There you are. What are you doing? Jesus fucking Christ. The downsides of having even somewhat curly hair is that it has a mind of its fucking own. I don't... What is going on here? Ah! Where are you? Where do you go? Where do you belong? You belong over here. Okay. It's because you said the words dumb bitch, Danny. You asked me how much I had left. I said 2,200. How did you mix that up? Right. Let's get started. Oh, right. Yeah, I just remembered I had this set up to pick up motherfucking no, not that one, Chapter. I have this set up to capture Castlevania. Is Spotify open? Hey, mouse, yes, yes. Now, it's been a while since I last played this. Because I on the day that I've only stuck to my Tuesday schedule once so far, and that was back in October. It's December now. It's been an entire month. Yeah. So, we are romancing. What? I also have to try not be too shouty because my throat still is a bit hurty. Ah! It wasn't responding for a second there. It was worried. And I'm already getting cold. Yep, this is, yep. We all take a seat at the table and Matt starts the... We've done this, have we not? The first couple of rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Oh, hi Michael. Craig, how did you get so good at... I do have the feeling that we've done this before. How did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy, you just start... Yeah, we've been through this.
Hey. Nice.
Yeah, we've been through this. Okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I do. That sounded bad. I don't. I am a dadless. Massage. Quick, crack. My bones are on crack. Pay your bills early. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I couldn't actually pay my rent this month. So, and student finance probably won't. Student finance probably won't reevaluate my maintenance loan until the 7th of December. And I'm just sat here like, My hair's annoying me. I just washed it. It smells great though. I had a lot of fun with Robert last time we hang. Yeah, no money gang. You've got that, my brain. Oh, did my dad get married to a guy? I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. I haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message. My words are fucking up. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Always does. I can finally get a job after tomorrow. Maybe I'll be less broke by the end of the month. Good for you! That came out wrong. I know it did. I just really hope my student finance sorts itself out and I have some money left over from it so I can buy what I want. Or put it in my savings. Whichever my brain decides to do. I should probably use Spotify. Wait, no. I use Spotify for the background music. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. My kitchen needs cleaning because it's a disaster site from where I made a birthday cake for Danny. So many things to wash up. Your job only gave you one shift? Jesus Christ. I'll bake her favourite pie. What was that? Oh, my voice is cracking a bit. I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice enough dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Oh man, I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 370 degrees Fahrenheit, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries, salt, almond extract? I mean, if you put in the salt, it will bring out more of the cherries' juices. I'm not sure what almond extract would do other than make it almond. I'm gonna say salt? Yee! Just a pinch of salt to bring out the natural sweetness of the cherries. Oh no! Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful beautiful art is made from mistakes. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. God, I'm struggling today. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops, what smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside. Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. Pie flavor. It is. What's your angle here? What? Pie is an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder and aspiring astronaut and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. A bank robber? A bank robber? Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Ibiza. Ibiza? Thanks for the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few moments before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on her rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh. What? Doesn't it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. If the Venga Boy song is anything to go by, it's Ibiza like pizza. But that's absolutely incorrect. It's art, sweetie. Oh, God. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? I guess the cake I made could have been worse then. Well, was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? What? Ibiza like it's chorizo? Isn't it chorizo? I'm confused. Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you just eat the pie, Panda?
Oh.
I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh! What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda rinses and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing! Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible. As it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning your new house down. I've got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeves. Yeah. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we, as a society, should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Dad, just leave us on fire. I wanted to sing, put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my bird jumples. Hey, this one smells cat. Okay. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner. I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decided to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Hey! Sean! Hey! Hey, Sean! Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off. When I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. Yes, people, don't forget to have something to drink and eat. So I shall have cheds. If I can get them open. I think they're trying to betray me. Also, I know it's pretty late to have something to eat. I wouldn't say that's a surprise since, like, last time you were over, you ate so much pizza you had to stop. Well, I guess that's one way to get it open. Don't you love it when the little tab isn't actually connected to the red thing that opens it? I open my door to try and figure out what's going on. Hey.
Hey.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. Sure. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realise that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. Oh, this one's a broken one.
Huh.
I mean, I don't mind. Right, one sec. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. Just me trying to eat cheddars as fast as possible. Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
You like Tom Waits? I don't know who that is, but my chins! I clicked off. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch street lights pass by. You're being kidnapped. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place.
Oh.
Just peachy. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Oh.
Just hang on. We're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where... Oh no, I'm not reading that aloud. What?
Huh.
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you?
Hey.
This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realise what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife! Oh! Please don't stab me!
Oh?
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either! Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh. I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No. Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will.
Oh.
2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Ha! Nothing gets past you, huh?
Oh.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding. I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humour is. He and I laugh. Have you ever riddled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check. Sean, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honoured tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety?
Oh.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They're very nice hands. You can't make a stick omelette without breaking a few hand eggs. Oh god, is this going to be a whittling mini game?
Knife that wood.
Oh god. I missed what he said. It's a sharp stick, a pencil, a knitting needle. But only one? He made a useless knitting needle. Tell me about this one. for a tongue depressor. I should put that in my first aid kit. Never know when you might need one. You made a tongue depressor. Oh. Itchy. I made a toothpick. What's the story here? I made a toothpick. Something that made me look tougher. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight, probably. Tough guy accessory. So far, best minigame. Why is this knife so hard to control? I made an egg! A chicken nugget. A Ouija board plan. This minigame is awesome. Planchette? What's a planchette? I wonder what a planchette is. I must look this up. A small board supported on coasters, typically heart-shaped and fitted with a vertical pencil, used for automatic writing and in sentences. Is it not an egg? Is it flat? Is it not round? Now all you need to do is carve up a board and we're set. Also, maybe carve a ghost? Yeah, it is flat. Okay, so it not egg. It's flat. Oh, it's still... Okay. Nice form. What is this supposed to be? Louisiana. A self-portrait. It's you. You really captured my likeness. I'm impressed. Love it, I guess. How long is this going to keep going for? I made a chopstick. Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick ambidextrous. It's a stick. Chopstick ambidextrous. Oh! A big chongus. I made a duck. Maybe next you can carve up some wooden bread crusts to feed them. No, ducks are meant to eat peas and grains. Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it? Big old dog. The spirit of the Mustang. Sir Horsington the Brave. How poetic. The spirit of the Mustang. Gotta say, Sean has some great whittling skills going on.
Hey.
If that's how he is as a beginner. Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold it tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. He carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all around.
I don't know.
Wraps it all up, not around. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. See, this is reminding me of when I couldn't get a lid off a bottle of Dr. Pepper, so I got my... it's down here. I got my craft knife, and I was like, around like the perimeter of the lid to try and work it free, and my hand, my knife kind of went and it went into my thumb. It didn't go too deep, and yeah, it wasn't too big of a cut either. It was just like the tip. It was only the tip that went in. But I too do dumbassery. Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and... and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now. That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. That's lewd. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah. This town is a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself, or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city, aside from the occasional stray coyote. I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover Ghost? I don't think so.
Hey.
Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping on... I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude, Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants, all good stuff.
Oh?
Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having some fun, having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning.
Whoa.
It gets a little late and we set up camp. But it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds. The crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead, silent.
Oh?
Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I ever heard in my life. Right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but there's something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it. It just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for his body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her. But she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. And I don't think I've slept right since. Wow. Robert.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so gullible. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you. Up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strained my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance I see something. It's so far away I can barely make out the shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go. Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we do a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
Really?
The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah. That's the story we'll tell ourselves.
Really?
We sit in silence for a little while longer, to feel whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. This was fun.
Oh?
I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been away lately. I had to get out the house. Phone call with my mum taking forever right now. Oof. Big oof. Had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
Hey.
Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regrets. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anybody else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road, not at me. That'd be very dangerous driving. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all of the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever... wish you were a better father? I think about it for a second. all the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret, or wish that I could have done better. But I don't have the answer. I don't know if anyone does.
There.
It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mum.
Oh.
Do you hate him? No. I used to, but after I became a parent, I just feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all of the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex, and he just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that... Belarusian prison. Belarusian prison.
Huh?
What? I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mum. We go there every Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realise that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. He smirks and pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. Itchy nose. Oh no. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where did you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, man. You know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda. She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. Don't smoke. Hey, don't boy. Yes.
I was bad, but you made me glad.
Wait, did I? Yes, I did turn the desktop audio back on. Okay. For a second, I was like, wait, did I turn it on? It's all the whittling. Ah,
Welcome.
fuck.
You've got dads.
Ah, I've got gas. That's what I've got. Oh god, I look so pale. I'm as white as my walls. I'm gonna have another cheddar. And then I'm gonna put them. It's Vampy Shanhouse. Yeah. God, I wonder how it would look if I was still in my white fluffy hoodie. I haven't spoken to Robert since that night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then. Like, more so than usual. More so than the usual amount of somber that Robert is, which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him, and I hope he's doing okay. But I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him. Sean? Hey, Sean! Guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I haven't had a drink since Danny's birthday because I drank far too much that I was hungover for like 3 days. That's what it felt like, and then my cold kicked in. I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them from Robert. Guess. It's you. Also me, but mostly you. 3-day hangover. Yeah, dude. Why? I type back to Robert. Robert, buddy, tonight we ride! Yes! Meet me at Jim and Kim's at 8 PM. Not that I'm unappreciative, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda? Amanda pops her head into the hallway. Music I don't recognize blaring from her room. What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who is my friend? I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda. This is how I feel when I'm talking to my younger siblings. Like, yes, I have friends. People I spend time with. Ugh. Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. Amanda, like, you know what? You're an adult now. I gave it an earnest effort for all 18. I gave it an earnest effort for all 18 years of your life. Go forth and swear. Fuck yeah! My socks, they do try to fall down, but they must keep my feet warm. I really hope I don't regret this later. Amanda goes back into her room and turns up the volume of her sad shit. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jim and Kim's. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realise he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. It actually seems like he combed his hair, and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Hey. Hey. You take a shower just for me? I'm working on my relationship with existence. Oh god, what a mood. Like, just an entire mood. Like, honestly, what even is existing? Especially when you're ill. You're just like, I don't want to exist. I spent I did spend all of yesterday in my bed because of my migraine just being like, I don't want to exist. You guys stand there for a second and don't say anything. Robert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. Toast? Here's to us and all the property damage and petty larceny that we may commit tonight.
Aye.
We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his. Rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So, what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that will kill some time before we go burn down that old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Is Mary a homicidal arsonist? Mary pops over the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. Where is my phone call? Sorry. Figured you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right here. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He raves weakly. Rave? You replacing me with the new kid? Mary, I could never replace you, whether I wanted to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. She eyes Robert's clean pressed clothes up and down suspiciously. What, do you have a court date coming up? I think he cleans up nicely. Oh no! 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 That's not allowed! That's not allowed! That's not allowed! That's not allowed! Here's to your continued existence.
Aye.
Aha!
Hey, come on.
You would have to shave first.
Hey.
Okay. We're not allowed to make him sad. Seriously though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious. It's Pappy. Doctors say it's cirrhosis of the liver. I told that old bag of bones to credit with the source. But it's all he's ever known, especially since Ma's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Sean, don't be an asshole. You know the one thing Robert doesn't joke around about is his pappy. Whoops! They're giving him 2 months. I've got to help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life, then I look at mine, and I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with his new girlfriend in Acapulco? They watch the sunset every night. Probably screw like donkeys. Wait. Aren't rabbits the ones who screw a lot? Oh, sorry, didn't realise you were an expert on which animals screw a lot. Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from him. He gets up out of the booth. Me and Sean are gonna hit the bricks. You coming with? Maybe cast one last Mary casts one last glance at the sad sap she's been hunting and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp. This place is dead anyways.
Hey.
We exit the bar and find a typically empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern that he shines up at his face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those. You know all their stories are fake, right? Pretty much all my stories are fake. This is research. Robert makes a beeline for the back of the group. He turns around when he notices I'm not following him. Come on. We can't just crash it, can we? Don't be such a square, Sean. Just act like you belong. Robert slides up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind me. Well? Behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Hey! It was in this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. To date, we don't know if the people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt this hapless dive bar to this very day. It was actually 1692.
Hey!
What? And the site was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry, who are you? Daniel Sturgis, ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. 80th reference, 90th reference. Dr. Loomis, paranormal investigator extraordinaire. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research for our new book.
I don't know.
You may have seen our guest appearance on Paranormal House Hunters Extreme Edition. A couple of people in the group start nodding. Man, Robert's good at this.
I am so sad.
Man, Are you guys part of the group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile. Easy to catch ghosts that way. They've definitely been here. Been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I don't know. As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the Coffee Spoon, over there. The man who runs it has been plagued by hauntings since he signed the lease. Damn near driven him mad. But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess. It's your talk.
Hey.
Man, didn't know that about Matt. Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered. Thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McSturgis. Let's move on to the next haunted location. Robert, Mary and I followed the group down the street. That tour guide's shirt is cool. Yeah, everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. I turned to Robert and grabbed him by the shoulders. I need that t-shirt. Well, guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't arouse too much suspicion, and we'll have cool ghost shirts in no time. Our group arrives at an old, decrepit, colonial-style house. A quick pause in the tour. My name is Quinn, but most people on the ghost tour circuit call me Tour Master Quinn. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor.
That's the good stuff.
I do private ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and performed traditional villain mime work. Tourmaster Quinn gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage combat experience? Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was the home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was wildly popular in the late 19th century. It was in the attic of this very home where she wrote such classics as The Diaries of a Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that on some nights you can see the light from the attic where the ghost of Miss Pembridge continues to work on her latest bestseller. Nice to meet you, Mr. Quinn. We've never met you before. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work. No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes. Actually, consumption is the popular cover-up. Little known fact is that it was a murder-suicide.
That's the good stuff.
I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure, and we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. That's the watered-down, censored version they teach you in school. But if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we?
Sad Master Quill.
I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say, right, everybody? The group murmurs in
Sad
agreement.
Master Quill.
Sad Master Quinn. This is a topic we cover extensively in our book. Dr. Loomis, would you care to tell him this story?
That's the good stuff.
Yes. Though it's rarely covered in traditional textbooks, Dorothy Pembridge was caught in a fierce rivalry with fellow local author Arthur Livingston Price. Arthur's books were blatant rip-offs of Pembridge's works, and constantly sold better. Pembridge was enraged by this and confronted Livingston Price at his home, with the plans to end his life. Their bitter feud surprisingly blossomed into a torrid, passionate affair. After many months of secret courtship, Pembridge followed through with her original plan and poisoned Livingston Price in his sleep. Overcome with unexpected grief, Pembridge polished off the last of the poison and died by her lover's side. Reports say that couples who enter this house will no doubt doom their relationship to a bitter end. Man, I should bring my wife here. The entire group laughs heartily. I'm kidding, my wife is dead. The crowd gasps. She was killed by a ghost. The crowd gasps again. I'm just messing with you guys. A nervous chuckle ripples through the crowd. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle. Haha! What an interesting story. Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can't handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves. Right, I'm just gonna quickly go fill up my water bottle because I be thirsty. So. And we're back. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? I hope I didn't have you waiting for too long. The guy looks up and smiles at her. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. Oh no. I think I can exercise your demons, if that's what you're looking for.
Dick can't cash.
Don't wait, checks your dick can't cash, kid. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and mumbles into my ear. When you've known Robert for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads him down the street.
Hey.
Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid?
Oh?
Both.
Hey.
Our last stop. This burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity. Oh, no, 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 no! I accidentally skipped it. Because my finger twitched. What about the Dover ghost? At this point, the tour guide is clearly irritated with us.
Sad.
What about it?
Huh.
Oh, nothing. I just think it'd be a crime to come all the way out. I just think it would be a crime to come all the way out to this cemetery, the actual origin of one of New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. Hello? That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area.
So,
I can guarantee there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles. Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Loomis and I met?
Bang!
No? The entire group shushes the tour guide.
I am so sad.
Okay, fine, tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator. Way back when, I was just a
That's the good stuff.
Bible salesman, carnival barker. I was just a traveling grifter, moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. It wasn't an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Actually, also taken from the poor. I had a shaky moral foundation. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay quite by accident. But little did I know that this city has a dark side. Now, at the same time, I was starting out as an apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment and operated the EVP machine. All that. Wait. Yes? Who was the famous ghost hunter? Well, I don't like to name drop, but... Georgia Mathers. The tour group gasps.
Alright.
Georgia Mathers? She's a legend, you know her? Knew her. Amazing woman, died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie.
Hey.
Anyway, we were in Maple Bay, investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from the cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. Me and George were so-called railing watchmen. Railing ghost of the wharfman. Whatever. Your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask. But the Dover ghost, man, tell him, Loomis. So there I was, just walking back to my hotel after a long day of selling Bibles, working a couple of shotguns, running the dunk tank. Classic pigeon drop scam. Putting out feelers for a real deal. For a rip deal? Do they mean wipe? I was going to steal a baby, probably. It would have made me rich. And found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now, I was never a very suspicious man. But something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate. And thank God you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word. Run.
Hey.
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant scraping noise, like something being dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening. Some kind of demented howl. And then I felt it. Something grabbing my ankle. Robert, who has the whole crowd hooked, Robert has the whole crowd hooked, line and sinker. You can hear a pin drop. I only cried twice in my life. Once at the birth of my daughter. The other was when that thing started dragging me. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but I knew there was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by it. God, to this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. It looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Robert. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like tried to put one together. The arms were too long, his eyes glowed red. It was like a walking shadow. What did I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot. What was his fake name again? What was his fake name again? It's not... I think it's Davis? Or David? I think it's one of these two. David. Oh, no, not allowed, not allowed, not allowed, not allowed, not allowed. Oh.
Hey, that's the good stuff.
I thought you were just saying it's Daniel because you were like, hey, it's my name. Daniel. I grabbed his hand and entered into a tug of war of the unholiest, with the unholiest of forces. I thought I was going to be torn in half. But I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt, and to this day I can remember the passage it opened up to. Daniel, you're a Bible person. I know these two to be Bible-y words. Fuck it, revelations. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed onto the ground, exhausted. We were both covered in blood. That damned creature clawed into my chest. Got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Robert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long, wicked scar across his pecs. And that's how I got this scar. I followed Georgia Mathers to the ends of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, poltergeists that threw our equipment across the room, but I had never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith, but I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. We've been brothers ever since. The tour group gives us a round of applause as Robert and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have brought it. Even he's wiping a tear from his eyes. Oh, I'm fucking up so much. Thank you. It's an honour to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book, Paranormal Excursions of the Supernatural. I swear, Ghost Truckers. I saw a demon. A fucking true stories. The brightest guide to the hottest ghost. Robert has to suppress a laugh at that one. Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. The tour guide hands us the coveted t-shirts. He then slips us both his business card and leans in close.
That's the good stuff.
If you guys are ever in need of a professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Hi.
You got it, buddy. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the group and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't believe they poured all of that. I didn't know you had it in you, Sean. Excuse me, Dr. One. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces. Although giving the David Ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliche. And the Kubrick conspiracy theory bit wasn't.
Oh.
All a part of the character. Well, we got the shots out of it. We arrive in front of Robert's house. Wanna have a drink? Is that even a question? Robert, how long have you known me for? Do you really think I would turn down the opportunity to share a fine alcoholic beverage with my treasured friend and accomplice, Mr. Robert Small? If you ever call me Bobbert again, I will kick you right in the shins. Both of them.
Hey.
then you can expect an angry phone call from my orthopedist in the morning.
Huh.
Robert.
Oh, yeah.
Robert just laughs and starts unlocking his door. My shins live to die another day. Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Robert did seem a little bit off, but that completely disappeared when we were joking around with the ghost tour. I don't know, he's hard to read. While I'm thinking, I hear claws skittering across the floor. Oh god, it's his pitbull. I'm about to be torn to shreds. I shut my eyes tight and brace for impact. Betsy, hey! Be nice! I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open my eyes. Betsy? Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in a circle, sniffing Robert's legs. He pats her on the head. Aww. Hey, that's not a pit bull. That's the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier I've ever seen. Betsy, you're not a pit bull? And you weren't taken by the Dover ghost? Goverdosed. Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that, ain't you, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs.
Hey.
Overdosed sounds like overdosed. I just keep a picture of a large pit bull in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. How's everything doing? We make our way to Robert's living room for we make our way to Robert's living room for a quiet man with an arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven. His place is amazing. There are sleek modern appliances throughout the room with a big flat screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both glasses of whiskey from a well-stocked bar in the corner while Betsy curls up on a pile of cushions. So, how did you really get that scar? And don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea or something. You trained me too well. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. Oh yeah, you can see where my mouth is. Okay. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock, flew over the handlebars. And then we went to the hospital. And that's it.
Oh.
Not a very interesting story. I've never heard you talk about your daughter. Well, I have one. That's her. He points at a picture on the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yep, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 25, 26? Not too sure. Does she live around here? No. Val lives back at home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing. Makes buckets though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it. You like Santana? Great. Robert puts on Santana, then takes the seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, you alright? Robert leans in and... Oh, God! I hope this doesn't end up like the cheetah. I don't want to have to go through reading a scene like that again! Robert leans in and kisses me, There's the taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. I am now. I can't say anything. At best, managing a sigh. It's gonna be like that again, isn't it? It is! I'm gonna have to get through this. I'm sorry, but is that a chicken? Where's my mouth? Bulk pockets? Robert leans in, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites it lightly. Sliding a hand under my shirt, my heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. He kisses the trail down my neck, teeth grazing my skin. Yes, that's a chicken! I just... Wait. It's not that. Robert bites down and I have to stifle a moan. Stop. Robert stiffens up and pulls away. Robert, calm down, man. No biting? No. I'm more than okay with that. Something's up. Oh my god. Robert runs a hand through his hair and looks away. I'm fine. I've just been kind of stressed out. Tired. Not a big deal. Push it. Listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. My nose is dripping. Robert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, Sean. I'm not a good person. He takes a deep breath. I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking. Now here I am, an old, broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken, alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake stories and acting like you don't have feelings. He sighs heavily. It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. Are you, I'm sorry, but is this a bit... Nah. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think. Months?
Huh.
Years. I sit up straight. Jesus, Robert! What happened between you two?
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other. Both of us unsure of what to do next. Fine.
Oh?
Things were already bad between us. I cared about her, I always did. Things just got in the way. Before I knew it, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Marilyn and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it would help to get away from all the distractions, all the money, the drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. I think every day about how she must have died hating me. I never became the better man that she wanted me to be. The one she always saw in me. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife, I was going to lose my daughter too. Robert. I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were going to make me happy that I ruined my only real chance at happiness. Now my wife is dead and my daughter hates me. And then I convinced myself that this, He gestures vaguely in my direction. It's going to make me happy. Why do I even try anymore? I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to... No, you don't. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. I was a terrible husband. And I'm an even worse father. I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just gonna fuck it up like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. Robert puts his head in his hands. I'm used to hear. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change until you do. Robert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much to know that I can't. But what I can do, what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning, is to wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day, and patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all of your problems either. But nothing is going to change if you don't, and you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. And you're right. I don't know you that well. But you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know that you can find it. Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. But, Robert, listen to me. It's going to be okay. But... I lean over and... Words! I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him in as tightly as I can. He buries his head into my shoulder, hugging me back. It's gonna be okay. I place my hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders, then sobs, and I realize that he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding on to each other. We both eventually drift off to sleep. No, it's not like the cheetah. Always bring a war chest.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Sorry, just seen the thing about changing a tyre. I had a dream that I was changing a tyre last night whilst putting out a fire, and Robert Pattinson was working at Subway and Russell Brand was working buses. Phew. I think I have everything finally set up. Oh, wait, yeah.
Aww.
We've been through this before. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. Listen, kid. You're gonna need some real life skills out there if you're gonna make it out on the streets. I'm going to college. Same thing. It kind of is. I love weird dreams with star-studded casts. They're my favourite. But the thing is, Robert Pattinson worked at Subway while still being famous. It was so weird. He was like, nah, this is just my part-time job that I do as hobby. I think it's because we watched Kenny JD rip apart Breaking Dawn Part 1. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink, right? And I know you're smart enough not to drink until you're of legal age. But hypothetically, if you were to drink, it behooves you to drink a glass of water between rounds. That's probably what I should have done. Got it.
Oh.
Hypothetically. And if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice. You're gonna be fine. So, is that an actual thing? Jesus fucking Christ, what are these curls doing as they dry? What's going on here?
Ugh.
Girl talk. Mary turns back to
Ah.
Amanda. Now let me tell you about how to deal with a bad roommate. First thing to know, get straight A's if they die. You get straight A's if they die during the semester. Mary,
Ugh.
relax. It's a myth.
Hey.
Supposedly. Against my better judgment, I leave them be. Who? It's Robert's kid. Her clothes are low-key and aesthetic. Like, look at those nails. And then the fishnets, the long coat, the fucking big-ass plait. I don't think I recognize that girl by the snack table. I should go say hello. Hi, I don't think we've met. Oh? We've met. Years ago. And I'm here for my vengeance. You're Robert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. I guess that makes you Sean, huh? Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. He promised there would be free food, and so that's kind of hard to pass up. And look, I don't know you, but can I get real with you for a sec? My old man's a real close book, you know. Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. I don't get tired about being angry at my dad, but that's an entirely different situation going on there. Robert's redeemable. That kind of bitterness poisons you, I think. I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately he's been better. A lot better. And between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it.
Huh?
So, thanks. Well, it means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else... What? I'm kidding. Oh, I read that or else wrong. Or else. Or am I? I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda trots up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace. And your hair. And just, geez, your whole vibe is cool. What a mood, Amanda. What a mood. Thanks. I like your jacket. She's gay? My girlfriend collects pins too. Wait, but with those nails. Poor design choice. Poor design choice. I don't know a single gay girl who has long nails. I'm just saying. Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer. Aspiring photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Yes. Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. If you're ever looking for internships, Shoot me an email. Anyway. I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's dual-wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. I guess that's Mary. Val walks away. She's so cool. She gave me her business card. She touched my hand. Congrats. You just networked for the first time in your life. I'm a regular business lady now. Quarterly projections, stock market, synergy. While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I've got to keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. Sean. Brian, you made it. Ha!
Bro. Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Pew pew! I take a seat next to Robert as he... I take a seat next to Robert as the last guests make their way out of the party. Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had a chance to talk to Val. She physically threatened you? Yeah. That's my girl. She said, he hasn't shaved. Look at that. There's still a beard on this character art. She said you've been doing better. Trying to work on devices. I also showered today. We sit in silence for a moment. You know, every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. But lately, it's gone a little bit easier. Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said that night actually helped. I'm glad. I like you, Sean. I like you a lot. Excuse me, phone, could you not? I'm having a deep, meaningful moment with a cryptid hunter. Okay? I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. He takes my hand in his.
Hi.
You're special to me. But I have some stuff I need to work on, emotionally, before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. I need to be on my own for a bit. Figure some things out. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend, and I'm very happy to be that for you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. And if you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me. Let's hunt ghosts sometime. Let's hunt ghosts sometime? I'd love that. I put my head on his shoulder and we watched the sun slowly dip below the horizon together. No. That was actually a kind of, like, aww. Like it's a sad, happy ending. Don't know what to make of it. Bittersweet, that's the word. Also, how long is Michael staying for with his mother? God damn. Rip Michael, he's missed this entire second half of this. Has he missed the second half of this playthrough, or has he missed the entirety of it? Because I'm pretty sure you had to go early last week as well. No, that was not last week, last time. And no, that was Danny. Danny had work to do. And then I ended the stream early because I was tired. Right, well, I'm gonna check in for the night. Big ass day tomorrow, and I'm gonna wind down for a little while. Awesome stream as always. As I said, make sure to have breaks. Raid vending machines and the SU shop so that you can have some food and snacks while you work. I'll see you soon because I have to give you your Christmas present. Yes. No. No. Oh, he was in that tea. And he has a bottle of Jack Daniels with him. Wait, your Christmas presents are being delivered to mine, I'm sorry. Do you mean your flat? Or your home? Ah. Yeah, we can figure that out later. Right, so we've done that one, that one, that one, that one. See ya on soon. See ya on soon. Yeah. So I was thinking Damien, Matt, and Craig. So next one will be Damien. Let's just quickly load the
Welcome.
dad book part.
You've got dads.
Just so that's my last open save. And I think because I finished see? Look at this! Look at what is it doing? Why is it there? Anyway, I think I'll end the stream here since we finished Robert's week. The hair is back. So I will see you guys on Sunday, since I'm on the mend. I've also uploaded most of my previous streams to my YouTube now, so it's mostly up to date. I just have to upload the Sunday before that stream, and then it will be having to upload today's stream. But I'll see you guys on Sunday. So I've been Ace and I say I'll see you next time.